This is what happens, Shaka, when the boys behind the scenes have got too much time on their hand and they go through their mum's catalogue from 1970 and they find a photo like this. Or it's Antoine...
Hold on. Your mum has a photo of Griezmann.
I'm not saying
an album.
That's not me. I'm just saying.
Okay.
That is Antoine.
I just want to... Carry on, I just want to clear that up. Carry on. No.
That is Antoine Griezmann. It isn't someone from a 1970s catalogue. He's going to have to get a new uniform soon. He's off to Barcelona. It's always been, I think, when. Now it's done, thankfully.
Yeah, and I mean, what a piece to add to an already incredible strike force. Listen, as good as Lionel Messi has been, Luis Suarez didn't have this kind of season last season that you expect of Luis Suarez. You continue to add pieces to this team in the form of Antoine Griezmann. There may be other additions yet, but we will have to see what happens this summer. How irresistible is this as a strike force, as a trio? Kind of harken back to the days with Neymar and how good that Barcelona team was.
Before we get on to Griezmann at Barcelona, you mentioned the word Neymar. Now, what does that do about his link from PSG to Barca? Is there room for him?
I think so. I think this Barcelona team can play with four up front.
Lethal.
Yeah, you can. But if you play four up front, have two defensive midfielders, tell your back four, you're a back four.
So it's a 4-2-4 with the two holders. Your two full-backs are kind of patrolling
they're kind of, but now you're telling them, listen, you don't have to go forward as much as you do, or as much as you did previously. I think it can work.
Do we need a second ball on the pitch? There's a lot of egos up there.
Well, listen, there are a lot of egos, and a second ball would help. But I'm sure they figure it out somehow.
So what's he going to be like as a Barcelona player? Because it's a different system to what he was used at with.
That's always the adjustment. But Griezmann has been in Spain long enough. I think he's more than talented enough and knows the Barcelona system by virtue of seeing them play and understanding them as well as anybody. I also think that Griezmann adds in that if he's one of a front three, I think he's outstanding out wide and as a winger. If he's one of a front four, I think he can also drop a little bit deeper than the front man. I really do feel he can play any of those two roles as well as, outside of Lionel Messi, as well as anybody else that we've mentioned or have linked with Barcelona.
If they do get Neymar, could you see Messi dropping a little bit deeper to allow Griezmann and Suarez?
Listen, Messi could do what he wants in all.
And he does.
And he does. Messi could play wide right. Messi could play wide left. Messi could play through the middle. He could drop a little bit deeper at times when Barcelona struggle, as he does with Argentina. He drops a little bit deeper to get on the ball because wherever Messi goes, he will attract attention. So it opens up spaces for other people. And as we know, as good as Lionel Messi's scoring record is, he's still one of the best passers of the ball in the world game today. So he can do whatever he wants.
So Griezmann's signed. Who's the new favourites for the Champions League? Is it Barca or is it still City for you?
Right now, I think it's Barcelona. City continue to get closer. I think City are the most, as we sit right now, are the most likely of challengers. But if I were to put money on a team right now winning the Champions League, I'd put it on Barcelona. Again, that's all things else in European football remaining as they are.
So is it a given they win the league and Real Madrid are just going to be playing catch-up?
I still think Real Madrid are playing catch-up now, yes.
A lot of work to be done for Real Madrid. Signings for them to still make. But Griezmann, finally, a Barcelona player.